What's going on, YouTube? I got about here with this guy named Tyler from PokeCentral101, and I would just like to remind everybody that I still need an intro. Any ideas, if you have any suggestions, if you want to help out, just go ahead and send any of those my way. Now, this was a pretty fun battle. Yeah, we both played pretty well and made a few decent predictions, and it was overall good. I mean, I go to PokeCentral101 occasionally just looking for battles and such, but lead off my Azel Fortress lead. This team looked a lot like Magnitudes from our battle, so I pretty much could tell where he was going with everything. But this time, when I Fire Blast the StrickeN on the switch from Fortress, I got a burn, which meant that I could probably 2-hit KO with Grass Knot, whether he Calm Minded or Surf me or not, which is pretty sweet. And that Grass Knot did a pretty good chunk of damage, but after a Calm Minded and Leftovers, I'm almost sure that I wouldn't have killed it with the second hit, so the burn really helped out. So that KO was pretty hacksy right there, and he probably has rest and everything, but as is shown in my battle with Magnitude, I have multiple things to deal with StrickeN, so it's no big problem to me. So I go to Salamence and I switch over to my Pert as he Dragon Dances. Now I figured he would Dragon Dance, so I figured he might switch. So I think I go for a Stealth Rock right here. No, I go for an Ice Beam. I went ahead and tried to get the KO. In fact, I don't think I ever got Rocks up in this battle at all, which just kind of sucks. I probably should have went for some Stealth Rock around here somewhere, but I didn't want to try to miss an important KO and take out something that could have been a problem. So it wasn't a real big deal though. So I go over to my Fortress. I go over to my Rotom Heat on the Fortress, and the Fortress, yeah, I just don't like Fortress for some reason. And he's fearing the overheat, so he switches out to his Salamence to try to take it, but he gets hit with the T-Bolt. Now this is very critical because it makes him assume that I don't have overheat, because almost every Rotom Heat out in the world, if they have a Rotom Heat versus a Quad Fire Weak, they're going to assume you're going to overheat them, which kind of sucks. Oh, excuse me. Now he has 2 Dragon Dances on the Salamence, and I'm thinking, okay, Outrage is coming, I'll go ahead and go to my Scizor. Now, this is a really bad prediction on my part. I'm thinking, okay, I don't have Stealth Rock up, he could probably switch out and come back in later if he wants to, so I went with the Pursuit thinking he was going to switch out and I'd get the KO on Salamence, but he stayed in and used a Fire Blast. I should have predicted that, and I lost my Scizor all for nothing, which really sucks. It could have been critical in the later game if I hadn't if it hadn't been for my Pokemon helping out where Scizor left off. So I go to my Swampert. Now that I know he doesn't have Outrage, I went ahead and used a safe Ice Beam just in case he decided he wanted to stay in, and he did. I figured he'll probably think that his Dragon Claw will do a good bit of damage, and it actually does just about half. And thanks to the Toxic, it really hurts me. Now it goes to Gengar, and I'm fearing any special attack. And I'm thinking maybe it might be Scarf at this point, so I'm feeling safe and Fire Punching on the Fortress switch, which I predicted. And it hits the Fortress, and it does a really good bit of damage, but thanks to the fact that Fortress is really bulky in the defensive side, he lives the Fire Punch. But I get a Burn Off, which turns out to be pretty useless, and most people would say, how can that be useless? But now right here I know he's going to explode, so I'm just going to switch out, and I go over to my Rotom Heat, and he's going to try to explode in my mouth, and he just gets hit with a nasty, nasty prediction, and he explodes all in the Ghost's face, and he fails miserably, which is pretty funny in my opinion. So, yeah, he lost his Fortress for nothing, which is pretty funny, and which really helped out because whatever switch he went to, I got the move advantage because I have almost perfect coverage on this guy, so pretty much anything he went into was going to get hit with some kind of good damage. So he went over to Lucario thinking I only had T-Bolt and he could probably get a free Swords Dance or something, or maybe a free Crunch in there for the KO, but I did have Overheat, which meant a free KO on the Lucario, which is really nice. And I go to my Pert on the Azelf, just testing the waters. Throw him in there for Death Fodder, really. He really isn't helping me out anymore. Now that I know all he has left is an Azelf and a Gengar. So I go to Azelf, my own Azelf. He doesn't have rocks or anything that can hurt me, so I'm feeling pretty confident. And I don't know if my Shadow Ball from my Rotom Heat will KO, because he might be hasty and he might live, because I'm Scarfed, not Specs or some weird thing like that. So I Fire Blast just for the neutral damage to knock it down a little bit so that I can ensure that my Shadow Ball KOs. and the focus sash really helps me do that. So that was good. I'm glad I didn't get no hacks on that. That would sucked. Now go to my road time heat, and I shadow ball him for the KO, and then I shadow ball the incoming Gengar for the KO, and that's pretty much all she wrote, guys. But yeah, it was, all in all, it was a good battle, Tyler. I don't know if he has a YouTube or anything, so I can't link it up or anything. So y'all guys just check out my channel and rate, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll catch you later. Peace.